This is Odin's Wolf Survival in the sunlit subterranean caverns of Wolfhaven. Today, it's what they call a little alcohol stove, which I wouldn't consider a stove, it's more like a candle. And I was going to review it as such, and something else hit me. It looks like it would fit, so we were playing about. Instead of putting alcohol in it, I put ultra pure paraffin lamp oil and turned it into a little candle that lasts a long time, puts out pretty good light. It burned several hours anyway. It came in, it's got an oil O-ring seal, had 2 wicks, so I coiled one up, put it inside. The other wick was a real turd to get in there. I run it through the top down finally, twisted it up really tight, stuck it in there, got a pair of tweezers and pulled it out the bottom. Okay, so what I did with this was it's sealed on the top, so you can actually put the cap on it and travel with it, which that was the other thing that what I figured was way handy for what I was wanting to do with it. And like I said, paraffin lamp oil is what you want to run in this. It's either that or alcohol. And for this purpose, I would put a little bit of this in a small bottle, fill it up like such, and then you do not want that wick out of there very high for this, for what I'm about to do. So you keep it about like that. Oh, come on. That's probably near, you can pull your wick down a little bit more. And this is an aluminum case, so it will get kind of warm as you burn it. I found out the UCO candle lanterns, they used to have an oil reservoir that went in it, where you could make an oil candle and refill it. Well, they're no longer available. So with this lantern, most everybody's familiar with these. I was looking about and it was like, that actually looked pretty close. So you take your candle out. Now with this, what I was doing, just to keep everything handy, you'll have to take all this mess out, but the lid will fit right down in the spring. Set that on top. Run it up in there. There you have it. There's your candle. Light it up. Stick it in there. Snap it to make sure it's secure. And then you've got several hours of not burning your candles. You can carry, this will burn at least 2 hours. I'm not sure. I've never actually haven't sat and burned it yet, but it's been burning a long time as I've been messing with it. So I know it'll burn at least 2 hours, and I'm thinking probably 3 or 4. Granted, you can get 6 out of these, but that's a small amount. And a little flask with some of the liquid paraffin in it will keep this burning for quite a long time. And it's just like anything else. If you run the wick out too far, it'll get really hot. The top end will burn the crap out of you if you accidentally touch it. Of course it will with the candle, but you can easily get the flame 2 or 3 times that height, which is probably a bit much for this, but that's basically what it is there. Then the exact opposite. If you're going to move or travel, do your thing. You want to let it cool off a bit. It's aluminum, so it'll cool off fairly fast. Probably not as fast as you want it to. That's just about how it works. Carefully get hold of it. Set it down. Pop your lid out. Without stretching your spring. There we go. Cap it back up. And you can even carry it inside. It won't leak. Once you have it capped up properly, it won't leak. You can set it back in there. Everything fits inside. So you can carry your UCO lantern with an oil insert, which a lot of people have been looking for those. And I had one, but due to the process of several things that bad happened, I no longer have it. One of the original ones, they aren't making them anymore. This fits, this works. I'm looking at a couple of other things that might work, but this is one of the first ones I found that actually fit in there and worked. The other thing you can do is if you don't want to carry the big one, that back in, you can actually take a couple of these and stick them in your bag with your lantern so you can swap between the candles and the oil if you want. Okay, with this, what you'll have to do with this, it'll even work with these, but you'll have to take a base or something that'll fit in there and then melt that in there with a little bit of wax and hold it. Once you clean out everything, you can set it in there and melt a little wax, hold it in the center, little glue, little something, and you have an insert that would fit quite nicely into here. As you can see, it's a little loose for that, but it'll work. And that is my idea of an oil insert. I'll have where you can get these. They're like $6 off Amazon. I'll have where you can get them underneath the video. And probably a link to the Yuko lantern and everything else. They're a nice little bit to have. I've been impressed with them over the years. This is Odin's Wolf Survival, making a oil insert for the Yuko lantern. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Helps me out with YouTube. And have a glorious day.